Good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends. The subject of my paper is Internet Infidelity from the perspective of a victim. I would like to present a case study which I came across during the course of my research. Sonia, a young girl who just graduated from college, fell in love with a guy unconditionally and irrevocably. After 4 years of being in a relationship with him, she decided to convince her parents to get her married to him, despite having cultural and socioeconomic differences between them. 3 years into her marriage, when everything seemed just so right, she stumbled across a chat between her husband and another woman whom she had never heard of, about whom she had never heard of. The nature of the chat was sexually explicit. Her world just crumbled. She found more chats with other women. She was completely devastated. She felt cheated. Upon questioning about these conversations to her husband, he became very agitated, and all that he said was, "They're just chats. Not that I've had sex with any one of them. I still love you and I want you around." Even when sexual behaviors are online, partners can lose trust and faith in their spouse's romantic feelings and identify themselves as victims of a traumatic event, and hence, then they require professional assistance. As per a study conducted way back in 2002 by Barrack and Fisher, they said that cybersex will become a major factor in the years to come for the deterioration of spousal relationships, and thus one of the multiple causes of conjugal distresses and nervous and emotional breakdown. And somewhere around 2010, the Bombay High Court, even though they could not take the sexual chat as an evidence for a ground of divorce, they did take it into account when a party had claimed for divorce on the basis of internet infidelity. Only recently times have changed, and the trauma which one faces from sexual infidelity and internet infidelity has become an area of legitimate study. Psychiatrists, family counselors, and psychotherapists have now started to gain an insight into the long-term effects which betrayal can cause emotionally on the cheated on partner. Those partners or spouses who are cheated, they feel hurt, angry, mistrustful, and more so over confused. They don't know what to do because they think a person who's staying miles away, or maybe even time zone, where there's a difference of time zones, and yet this person has become more close to my partner or husband or wife, and they can't figure out the reason why. They start blaming themselves, or they start thinking, where did I go wrong, or where my relationship went wrong? Hence, what they need is validation for their feelings so that it helps them process the shame of being cheated on, along with the support, be it from family or doctors, to move forward in life and to carry on. Many people also need help and guidance to deal with their day-to-day issues, such as managing their emotional ability. To be in a secure love relationship is to be desired and to be thought of as special. It is our main source of security, emotional safety, and comfort. Infidelity of any kind disrupts the special bond, and one or both partners no longer have the sense of being connected in a secure, safe haven. In case of internet infidelity, when a partner suspects the user is engaging in cybersex behavior, he or she may become overly sensitive to the partner's activities and whereabouts, searching for an evidence of wrongdoing. So the minute you find out that, you find out that your partner has been cheating on you, you start looking for evidences. You constantly check their phone. You become very impulsive. You check their emails constantly, trying to know what he or she is doing, monitoring their behavior. One or both partners may obsessively think about the other behaviors, having problems sleeping, having difficulty in focusing at work, and dealing with other tasks requiring attention to detail, such as even driving. I would now like to move on and talk about the future predictions of internet infidelity. Initially, online sexual gratification was limited to only one-side viewing of pornography. However, it quickly progressed to email, chat room, and instant messaging with picture and live video capabilities. Assessing the medium in which online infidelity occurs is very important in determining whether it should constitute as adultery for a ground of divorce. According to Future of Sex editor Megan White, there are three emerging areas of commercial sex, which include remote sex, virtual sex, and robot sex. All of these advancements have or will bring online infidelity to a whole new level by extending the opportunities for and the experience of online sexual gratification. Although still in its infancy, remote sex is now a reality. Most forms of remote sex are achieved by a way of haptic technology, the same technology that's used in video game consoles. The science of transmitting a sense of touch by applying feedback force, vibrations, and motions to the user. Some examples of haptic technology are the phones created by a designer called Fabian Hermert of Berlin University of the Arts. These phones allow people to engage in sexual activity from a distance. These phones even allow you to distinguish from a kiss to a peck. The passage of time will bring with it virtual sex, which once existed only as a far-fetched concept in futuristic films. Like, I don't know, there was a movie called Demolition Men, which was released in the year 1993, and the characters were played by Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone, where they engaged in then inconceivable virtual sex using headphones. Thus, online infidelity and virtual sex is and will be confounding how we define some of our most basic beliefs about sex, intimacy, and relationships. I've been working for the past 2 years on a research project under JIBS, and we have analyzed about 14,210 responses with regard to understanding the reason and attributions behind the engagement in internet infidelity in the Indian context. And due to paucity of time, if anybody is keen and interested in knowing more about the research, probably we could discuss during the tea. And I would now like to conclude my presentation. Thank you.